Doug Maurice, Nathan Baird, and Stephen Means. Time to make our picks for Ohio State, Michigan State, 4 p.m. kickoff on Saturday in Spartan Stadium. Stephen Means, what you got?
52-13, Ohio State wins. I think Michigan maybe just scores a little bit more because at home, but that's literally just 2 field goals for them and a touchdown for me. I think CJ Stroud's gonna do whatever he wants, and I don't think it'll be completely like last year where it's just 6 touchdowns in the first half and we're not even watching the second half. Maybe it's deep into the third quarter just because it is a road game, but I just don't see a world where Michigan State hasn't stopped anybody with a competent pass game this year. I don't think the first one they're going to stop is the one who might be the best in the country.
And that's one of those I could argue even like 52 is that's
Probably,
borderline stop.
yeah,
That's borderline stopping them given what Ohio State can do.
The 52 is more just maybe it's 42-0 at halftime. They score twice in the second half, and then Ryan Day does what he always does and never does more than he has to do to win a game.
So that is, you're giving the 26.5. You'll take Ohio State there, and you are barely over the total.
Yeah.
64.5. You've got them at 65. So you're Ohio State minus the points and the over. Nathan Baird, what you got?
So I was very close to continuing my trend of taking the opponent and giving the points and getting the points and taking the under. But the more I thought about it, I think that when you look at some of the analytics, a lot of last year's stuff is still baked into those for Michigan State. I think this might be about the last week. Some of that hasn't been flushed out. So I'm going to take Ohio State 49, Michigan State 16. So I guess that would still be under. That'd still be under. You said it was 65 and a half.
No, it's 64.5. You're
64
barely
and a half.
over.
Okay. So
you and Steven are both right at 65.
Yeah, right at 65 and then a 33-point spread. So I'll give the points for Ohio State. Much of my analysis here, for what it's worth, is the same thing Steven is saying. Like, this is arguably the best passing offense in the country, playing one of the worst passing defenses in the country. And I do think that maybe some pride kicks in for Michigan State in a game like this, and they have something to prove, and that helps. And Ohio State's going on the road for the first time, whatever. They're still just way, way, way better.
Same. 49-17. So like we're 1 point off, Nathan. I'm more on the over because I'm 1.5 points over the total, and you guys are only a half point over the total. I feel more confident about giving the points but I do feel pretty good about the over because I think 49, 49, and 52 are as Ohio State totals for us. I think is conservative. I think we're all pulling back a little bit on they get up, maybe they take the starters out, that kind of thing. But I think they're capable of dropping a 63 here, like sort of if everything comes together. So I really do like the over, but I agree with all the analysis so far. So Steven 52-13, Nathan 49-16, me 49-17. We're all given the points, and we're all barely taking the over. Those were our picks for Ohio State, Michigan State.